Pektron Handicap hurdle, race 5 is due off at 3 o'clock. Five to 4 Harakiri, 5 to 2 Now Me Lad, 15 to 2 Autodidact, 10 to 1 Sweet Honeybee, Love Me is the 11 to 1 from 14 to 1, 12 to 1 Zambezi Fix, 18 Belvedere Blast, Gier Madrick, the outsider at 28 to 1, but 33s has been taken. Interesting little race. Belvedere Blast on the left, Autodidact, Gier Madrick in the quarters, Now Me Lad in the stripes. Charlie Deutsch is desperate for Autodidact to pay attention to this first flight of hurdles. She's not really. Typically French. Love Me and Zambezi Fix and Sweet Honeybee have sailed past the first flight of hurdles without inspecting it. 7 of them. Harakiri will be the last one to reach the 2-mile start. There he goes. At the post. Now Me Lad. 5 to 4 Harakiri, 3 to 1 Now Me Lad, 8 Sweet Honeybee, 9 to 1 Autodidact. Sweet Honeybee's been backed in from 11s. Only 10 to 1 Love Me, 12 Zambezi Fix, only 14 Belvedere Blast, the latest for money, in from 20s. Gier Madrick has touched 33 to 1 again. Sweet Honeybee for Clive Boltby Brooks, Richard Patrick. Belvedere Blast for Adrian Keatley, Craig Nicol, both supported. Tapes are in situ, starters on the rostrum. Might be on their final approach, depending on the clock. Runners are on their final approach. The flags are raised. Coming in. We go. They're off. From the 2-mile start for the Pektron Handicap hurdle. Running to the first of 9. Autodidact on the inside. Love Me charting a much wider course. Now Me Lad. Between the two are the leading trio as they reach the first. Autodidact led over it from Now Me Lad. Love Me 2 or 3 lengths off them in third, with Harakiri held up racing wide in 4th place ahead of Gier Madrick, and then Sweet Honeybee, Belvedere Blast, and finally Zambezi Fix. Front 2 are clear, Autodidact and the keen going Now Me Lad as they jump the second, about 6 clear of Love Me, who leads the chasing group. Harakiri and Sweet Honeybee are settled 4th and 5th in front of Gier Madrick, and then Belvedere Blast and Zambezi Fix. At the third, Now Me Lad on the outside of Autodidact. They land together. 8 lengths clear of Love Me, Harakiri, Sweet Honey Bee, who hit it. Then GM Madrick as the front pair jumped the 4th. Autodidact on the inside of Now Me Lad, who's keen to go quicker still. They're now 12 lengths clear of the others. Love Me leading the chasing group in front of Harakiri, Sweet Honey Bee, GM Madrick, Zambezi Fix, and finally Belvedere Blast. Autodidact has gone clear of Now Me Lad by 3 lengths as they bear left-handed towards the back straight. Love Me 10 lengths further behind is third. Then follows Harakiri and Sweet Honey Bee from GM Madrick and Zambezi Fix, and finally Belvedere Blast. Front pair well on their way to flight number 5. Autodidact by 3 or 4 lengths from Now Me Lad, jumping the 5th. Autodidact 5 clear of Now Me Lad, 12 lengths to Love Me, landed third ahead of Harakiri, Sweet Honey Bee, GM Madrick, Zambezi Fix, and Belvedere Blast. Through the dogleg on the run to the 4th last. Autodidact leads Now Me Lad by over 3 lengths. Love Me closing in third, about 8 lengths away in leading the chasing group. Jumping 4 out. Autodidact from Now Me Lad, Love Me, Harakiri, GM Madrick, Sweet Honey Bee, Zambezi Fix, and finally Belvedere Blast. They're over the rise on the far side, heading towards the end of the back straight. Still fairly well strung out behind Autodidact, who leads Now Me Lad by 3 lengths on the descent. 8 lengths back to Love Me in third, then Sweet Honey Bee on the inside of Harakiri. They are attended by Zambezi Fix, who's gone past GM Madrick. Belvedere Blast is the back marker. Half a mile from home, 3D jump in the straight. Autodidact leads by 3 off the home turn to Now Me Lad. 10 lengths back to Love Me, who's been pushed in third. Sweet Honey Bee sticking to the inside. Harakiri coming wide. Then Zambezi Fix and GM Madrick, and finally Belvedere Blast at the third last. Autodidact jumped it 3 lengths clear from Now Me Lad. Still 8 lengths back to Love Me in third. The others are all hard at work, and Charlie Deutsch is getting a good tune still out of Autodidact as she comes down to jump the second last. Autodidact by 4 lengths from Now Me Lad. Still 8 lengths to Love Me. Then Zambezi Fix, who's gone 4th at the expense of Sweet Honey Bee. Autodidact is still galloping strongly at the head of affairs. Clipped the top of the final flight, but still with a 3 or 4 length lead over Now Me Lad. Love Me making no impression back in third. Autodidact for Venetia Williams and Charlie Deutsch proves much too good under top weight. Autodidact beats Now Me Lad. Love Me ran third. Zambezi Fix was 4th. Then Sweet Honey Bee, Harakiri, Belvedere Blast, and finally GM Madrick.